On June 11, Odisha got its first BJP government with Mohan Charan Manjhi getting selected as the CM designate. A number of names including that of BJP MPs Suresh Pujari, Aparajita Sarangi and KV Singh Deo, including others, were doing the rounds, but the party went ahead with Manjhi. What explains his elevation and how he is not the only low-profile CM that the BJP has gone for? We explain in today's instant analysis. My colleague Maushmi, who has been tracking Odisha for us for quite some time. Maushmi, will you be able to explain what is the reason that the party has gone for Manjhi and what explains his elevation?
Neelam, as you know, the BJP has sprung a surprise in Odisha where Assembly and Lok Sabha elections were held simultaneously. In the 147-member Assembly, the BJP won 78 seats, ending the 25-year rule of Naveen Patnaik-led Biju Janata Dal. Even the BJP was not expecting this kind of results in Odisha. So when it came to picking its first CM, the BJP wanted to ensure that it ticks all the right boxes. Manjhi is a tribal face. He is a Santhal, a grassroots worker. He comes from a RSS background. He has taught in Saraswati Shishu Mandir, run by the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh's education wing Vidya Bharati at the remote Raikala village in Keonjhar district. Keonjhar is a tribal-dominated district. Manjhi might be an unknown face outside the state, but the fourth-term MLA is a known tribal face in the state's political sphere for the last 20 years.
Right.
And Manjhi won from the Keonjhar Assembly seat by a margin of 11,577 seats, defeating Biju Janata Dal's Meena Manjhi. He is, however, not the first tribal CM, Neelam. Prior to Manjhi, Odisha had a tribal chief minister in Girdhar Gomang between February and December 1999. The party went for him, ignoring heavyweights like Suresh Pujari, Aparajita Sarangi and KV Singh Deo, all MPs who had contested and won in the Lok Sabha elections, among others. But Neelam, Manjhi is not the only man. In Rajasthan, in MP and Chhattisgarh, where assembly elections took place last December, the party did a similar experiment.
Maushmi, you're correct. You know, the BJP surprised everyone by choosing new chief ministers in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan as well as Chhattisgarh, where elections were held. And instead of selecting top contenders, including Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Vasundhara Raje and Raman Singh, the party opted for Mohan Yadav, Bhajan Lal Sharma and Vishnu Deo Sai. Well, the BJP has now a strategy of picking candidates from, obscurity and bringing them to the front line. The common thread in all these three CMs is that they are all under the age of 60 and they all started their political journey from ABVP, which is the RSS affiliated students wing, and they all enjoy the rapport with Sangh. Also, at the same time, they don't come with any baggage and also have room for experiment, which, a lot of senior leaders do. The idea, according to the BJP leaders, is also to bring in fresh ideas and energy. But, how successful has this experiment been is something that also needs a greater discussion. But I would like to add that in the case of Mohan Yadav, for instance, and Vishnu Deo Sai, we can definitely say that it has reaped dividends, as the party won all the 29 seats in Madhya Pradesh as far as the Lok Sabha elections are concerned and 10 in Chhattisgarh out of 11. But not so much in Rajasthan, where the party had been sweeping the state. It was reduced to 14 out of 25 seats.
So, Neelam, is it a kind of template that the BJP seems to have mastered over a period of time? Because if you recall, it all started in 2016 in Gujarat when Vijay Rupani was made the CM.
Well, if we look at Gujarat and Haryana, as you pointed out about Gujarat, they did a similar experiment where, the party went for Vijay Rupani, who was then the state president, and Nitin Patel, who was a front runner. He was made the deputy chief minister in Haryana. We saw ML Khattar was given the reins of the state. And now we have been witnessing then, that rather than parachuting a leader, which the party likes to sort of opt for party workers such as the MLA in the case of Odisha. And this has its own advantages and disadvantages, because at the same time, the party cadre feels motivated that, party is choosing someone from among them, rather
a grassroots
worker. But at the same time, the inexperience of Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma is something that has become a talking point. He's a first-time MLA. And many leaders within the Rajasthan, they have been telling us that, you know, he is not able to take everyone along, and which is something that they attribute to his inexperience. Similarly, if you look at Madhya Pradesh, Mohan Yadav, who has served as a minister also in the previous government, he was able to keep the flock together and was also aided by the state president in Madhya Pradesh, which is V.D. Sharma. And also the work that was done by Shivraj Singh Chauhan government, you know, the previous Shivraj Singh Chauhan government, that also came handy. So, you know, the party has to now understand that it needs to do a mix and match. You know, it can't be just about choosing a fresh face or someone, you know, getting someone from obscurity and asking him to lead. They need to see, you know, how exactly that person can be aided by other leaders also, which was the case in Madhya Pradesh. So I believe, Maushmi, what the party, and, you know, when we have discussion with the party leader, they say that, you know, it's fine to go for a grassroots worker, but at the same time, you need to give that person a kind of a healthy mix of other leaders who can, you know, aid him in taking certain decisions. So in case of Mohan Yadav, who's already established MLA, but he had the help of state president, which is V.D. Sharma. Despite the fact that he was contesting his own election, he was able to campaign across the state. Whereas in Rajasthan, we saw that C.P. Joshi was limited to his own constituency, Chittorgarh, which he ended up winning. In Odisha also, deputy CMs have been announced.
If you see, there has also been another trend of having deputy CMs in many of these states.
Yes, of course, because we saw in Rajasthan, Diya Kumari.
Yeah, Neelam, in Odisha, we have 2 deputy CMs, in fact, K.V. Singh Deo, and the first women deputy CM in Pravati Parida. So the idea is that you have a CM and there are 2 deputy CMs to assist. For instance, K.V. Singh Deo, I mean, he is one of the most experienced BJP politicians in the state.
And when we say this is also, you know, a way of ensuring that the caste balance is also maintained. Well, this is all we have for you right now, but we will be back with yet another episode soon.